Here is this Christian. Are you a
Surah
Christian? Christians
Nur.
somehow do not understand, want to understand what the Quran is saying. The Quran is clearly saying,
all I was saying,
life form is created from water. You as a human being, your body constitutes how much of water?
75.
probably about 70, over 70.
75.
So
yeah.
now,
75.
you're already agreeing, yes, water is
a
source of life.
component.
That's
A component. That's what the Quran is saying.
Hello.
Exactly.
Any other questions?
Okay, but
Next question.
Okay, all I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah. What's the difficulty? Sorry?
It says we made from water every living thing.
Yes,
We
and I'll
made
tell you,
from
and I'll
water.
tell you, I'll tell you. Wait. I'll tell you. The semen, brother, what? The semen. Is it a fluid or not?
Okay,
Is the semen a fluid or not?
it is.
Is the semen a fluid or not?
It is in fluid.
Is the semen in fluid or not?
There is fluid. In
Okay,
semen, yes.
so when the Quran says water, you have to understand the Arabic. You have to understand the Arabic.
So are bacteria created from semen? Are bacteria and fungi created from semen? No,
Look.
they're not. They're not. So your thing says every living thing is made from water.
Yes,
from semen.
every
No,
living thing,
fungi
every
is
living
not.
thing.
Fungi
Where
does
do you
not have
find?
semen.
Where do you
Fungi
find
do
it?
not
No.
have Do fungi have
Where
semen?
do you find it? Where do you find it?
Fungi you find in the soil.
In the soil. Has
you
the
find in the
soil, in order for the soil to produce, it has to have water in it for the fungus to grow. Without water, it would not grow. So why are you saying it's? I'm not even a scientific, and I know this.
I shouldn't know. I know, but see what you've.
No, but you just contradicted yourself. You said fungus does not need water, and we found out that actually fungus needs water.
What I'm saying is that the fungi.
No, you just contradicted yourself. What's your name, by the way? What's your name, by the way?
Robin. Okay,
Robin
okay.
Ibn Hazm, yeah?
Okay.
Ibn Hazm.
Okay. So sort of fungi basically multiply through spores. They produce spores. So those spores are actually dry. Okay.
But the actual fungi, does it need water for its existence or not?
So for its existence, yes.
Thank you.
It would
Thank
be
you.
part of it, okay?
Thank you.
Now the reason why Muhammad may have said that all things come from water is because he lived in the desert, and there was nothing would grow in the desert. Until what came down from the sky? Rain came down from the sky.
Animals. Wait, brother, wait.
Well. No, how do you know Allah said it? How do you know it was?
Would you allow me to?
How do you know it was?
Can you direct your thing to me? Can you direct to me? He's allowing me. 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 So now, if you talk about the desert, there was hardly any rain in there. But let me take you. Animals. Is there what when they
breed?
Is it semen or not too?
Correct.
It's a fluid,
yes,
yeah?
Yes.
The birds too.
Yes.
Every living being.
No.
Give me one that doesn't.
Fungi don't. Fungi goes from a spore. Fungi and those spores.
It needs water. It needs water. It needs water.
To survive. Okay.
It needs water.
Okay. An acorn that falls from a tree is what? It's dry.
Look.
Okay,
What it says?
what happens when it
وَجَعَلْنَا
goes in the soil?
What does the verse say? What does the verse say?
It says we made from water.
We made from water every living thing.
And who is we?
Okay.
Who is we?
It's God.
Who
It's
is
God.
we?
Okay.
But we is how many? We is how
Look
many?
at me. Look at me. Look at me.
I made water.
Brothers,
you have a we.
leave him.
Okay.
Are you going to listen or are you gonna have a monologue?
Okay.
So he allowed me to speak to you, yeah? Okay, I'll explain to you about we. Do you know pluralis majestatis, what it means?
You are trying to say that basically.
No. Do you know pluralis? Thank you.
But the royal we is always multiple. When the queen says or the king says royal we, he is speaking on behalf
Elohim.
of the
Elohim in the Old Testament.
Yes, Elohim.
I will send
Elohim.
you. Let me.
Okay.
When God in Deuteronomy says to Moses, I send you as Elohim to Pharaoh. How many Moses did go to Pharaoh? One. Did he call him Elohim or not? Did he call him Elohim or not?
Moses did not call
God.
Aaron.
No, God. God say, I will send you as Elohim to Pharaoh.
Yes.
So Elohim is plural, isn't it? How many Moses went to Pharaoh?
There was one Moses.
One Moses. So I rest my case.
Okay.
I rest my case.
Do you know what
I rest my case.
Okay, you rest your case. Okay, I'm giving you my response to that. Okay,
Yeah.
Elohim is God. Allah, male plural. Him is plural. Elohim is
It's
basically
a
male, God, plural.
pluralis majestatis.
I know, but that doesn't work because.
Do you know J.J. Wyndham? Do you know?
You are not letting me speak. You asked me to be quiet.
Okay.
So the royal we, when the Queen or the King speaks the royal we, he is standing for basically him and his past and his children and all those things. It is a, if you like, a family. It is a family of that royal we. So when you say that sort of, so when your Quran has the word we, and when the Bible has the word we made added, or we made male and female in our image, so that is a multiplicity of personalities. Now, your Quran, all the way through it, I've read it from cover to cover, and it has this we and us in it many times. And you're saying that that's a royal we, but
shall we time it because you're talking a lot?
But you're not prepared to accept that the royal we is actually a multiplicity.
I've just given you an example, which is the living example. Did God called Moses Elohim or not? You said yes. I asked you how many Moses. You said one Moses. So that can only be. Allow me. Yeah, I allowed you.
Okay.
So that can only be a pluralis majestatis.
Yes.
Pluralis. And do you know G.J. Wyndham? Do you know G.J. Wyndham?
You're asking me another question.
I'm asking you if you know.
No,
I'm asking you if you know J.J. Wyndham, because I would like to tell you why.
I do not.
J.J. Wyndham is a commentator of the Bible. He's a Christian, not a Muslim.
Okay.
And he.
Science. I don't have any time for theologians.
Okay.
I don't have any time for theologians.
Okay. No. I will.
Okay.
Well, allow me, because this is a question.
Okay.
He himself said that do we the Elohim, the im, because Eloi is here, the im.
Yes.
So that is a plural, a pronoun plural that is made for plural pluralis majestatis.
Yes.
The RNV, they have the commentator of the RNV, the same thing. So many commentators of the Bible, they agree that the im is for majestatis, pluralis majestatis. Now let me give you something which you don't know.
But
in the Quran,
are you going to let me speak?
I will. I'll just finish. I won't take more than 15 seconds.
Okay.
In the Quran, you will notice every time God talks about creating, making something, he will talk in pluralis majestatis. But when it comes to the deity, to his essence, he will say I. So when it comes to the deity, he will say I. When it comes to the creation, he will use we. That's it.
Okay.
Throughout the Quran.
Yeah.
So as Muslims, we understand it. The reason why, because the Quran was in Arabic. Had it been different than the language of the people it was revealed unto, they would have said, Muhammad, you lied. You say your God is a monad God, but look, he speaks in a term of plural. How can you tell us that? But nobody, not even the Orientalists, nobody has said that except the new evangelical Christians. I don't understand why.
Okay, so I am an evangelical Christian. Okay, so I understand.
But you're a man of science.
And I'm also a man of science. Okay, so but sort of within that sort of royal we, if you like, again, that is still speaking on behalf of, if you like, an extended family from the past and into the future. It is a multiplicity. So you can't say that the royal we is just an individual. There may be an individual spokesman speaking on behalf of the royal we. And let me go back to the Moses thing. Now Moses.
Royal family is not a democracy. It's not we. So the Queen didn't go and speak to Harry.
And said we. Yeah.
General consensus.
That is true. That is true. She was
But
speaking as an individual, but she was also speaking as, if you like, a what's the word? Kind of like a sort of group and a sort of heritage. So there was a heritage that is both basically in the past and also in the future. Now, when I'm getting back to the Moses thing, now Moses went to Pharaoh, but he had who with him? Who did Moses go to Pharaoh
He didn't
with?
send his brother Aaron.
He went with
But Aaron,
Okay,
Aaron
and
was a prophet. He said a prophet.
Okay,
He said
so-
about Aaron
so
being
he
a prophet.
Did not go alone. He did not go alone.
No, but he said, I send you.
He did not
Moses
go alone.
was Aaron called Elohim in the Bible? No,
and-
a prophet. He was called a prophet.
Was Moses called Elohim?
But look, in the Quran, I'll make it easy for you. In the Quran, Allah Jalla wa Ala says, لو كان فيهما آلهة إلا الله لفسدتا. He said that if there were other deities beside Allah, it would have gone wrong. So if Allah Jalla wa Ala in the Quran, He says, chapter 112. Go to chapter 112.
Surah 112.
Did I get one?
After, yes.
113.
Yeah, go back. It's 1.
112, yeah?
2, yeah.
Okay.
Because I went to the Arabic. Say, Muhammad, say.
Say, He is Allah the One.
The one, the monarch,
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah.
So this God that you're saying about a multitude and the multiples, He's saying about Himself that He is one. Oh Muhammad, go and tell them that your God is one God. It's like, look, it's like in Deuteronomy 6:4.
What did Jesus say? Yes. Shema
Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Okay.
But why do you believe it's 3? Why do you believe it's 3?
Because the word Eloheinu comes from the word Elohim.
No, Nahno. It's Nahno in Hebrew.
Eloheinu comes from the word Elohim. Okay, so the word Elohim is a multiplicity.
It's not
God,
a multiplicity.
Male, plural.
It's not a
His word is
multiplicity.
unity.
Ahad. What's Ahad? What's Ahad?
Unity.
No, Ahad. It's not in unity.
Ahad
It's
is a unity.
no.
It
A
is
unity.
one. It is one.
A unity when you have a multiple and you unite them. But Ahad in Hebrew is the same. Look. Ahad in Hebrew is like the same Semitic.
It's the same as the one, sure.
The one.
Yeah, okay.
So one, it means one. It doesn't mean a compact multitude. Like in science, for example, yeah, when you have an atom,
Yeah.
one single
There
atom,
are 3 parts.
one single atom,
One single atom, but 3 parts.
but one single atom.
Proton, neutron, and
Yes,
neutron. One
yes,
atom.
it's like you need. It's
has
like you
3
need.
parts.
It's like oxygen and hydrogen and mix water.
Yeah, okay.
But water
An
is
atom-
one.
An atom has 3 parts.
But you know, if you say, for example, I'm not a scientific, so I will just,
Sure.
okay.
So
So what I'm saying is, for example, water for me is water.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I know when we were studying and that they said H2O. Okay.
Yeah, 3 atoms.
So hydrogen.
1 hydrogen.
And
sorry,
two hydrogen and 1 oxygen.
Yeah.
And I
Okay,
want
so
to tell you
it's
something since you are a scientist, that when God says that we have made everything from water, I would like to show you something. Up in the skies, well above.
Yeah, in the atmosphere. Yep.
How many hydrogens are in there?
Probably about 1%.
1%.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think that actually for the stars, they are made
Oh, so the hydrogen. Oh, sorry, in the star. No, in the universe, hydrogen is 66%.
66%.
Yes.
And where do we find it? Right up there.
Yes.
So that's a term for the formation of the stars, and that it had to have water for it to exist.
It needs oxygen. Okay. So,
No.
So
Oxygen is. I'm talking about the stars.
Yeah. And yeah.
I'm talking about above the ozone.
Yeah,
Above
sure.
the ozone,
Okay, yeah.
hydrogen
Like-
is very high.
So, yeah,
Hydrogen is very high.
66%, and helium is 33%.
But all you
So
need
those two
is
make up
helium.
99%.
You need helium and hydrogen to have stars.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so hydrogen represents water.
No, it doesn't. No,
It does
no,
represent
so
water.
Because
It's-
water, you
it's
need
true.
oxygen.
No,
you need oxygen.
with helium. If you mix it with helium,
oxygen is less than 1% of the
look.
universe.
If you mix it with helium, if you mix hydrogen
Yeah.
with helium,
Yes.
which I think it's H4 to whatever to it, you will have the light. You will have
What you actually have when you have helium and hydrogen, what the sun is, it's actually nuclear fusion. going on in a massive scale. That's basic, and that's why we feel the heat. That's why we can see the explosions. You know, it's actually a massive scale of basically nuclear fusion. It's actually hydrogen and
it makes light. It makes light. And yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That the hydrogen, which is necessary for the water, that's what is found by over 60% in there. But honestly, if you have read
hydrogen is not water.
No, I didn't say water. I said one of the component of water. I said one of the component of water. I didn't say water. But it's one of the components of water that the stars are made of. Yes. Okay. So this is what I wanted to say. So when God says that we made everything from water, it hasn't got to be water. It has to be fluid. As I said, the sperms are in fluid. The woman's egg is a fluid. The semens of the animals is the birds and everything. Even I remember. I remember when we were studying science. We studied mussels, and mussels have got ligaments, and the way they reproduce is for the male lets out some fluid, and the female grabs it with its ligaments, the files and the little comes out. So even the fish, they live in water, and to reproduce they need liquid. So this is what the Quran is inferring to when it says وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ.
So we made from every living thing. What I'm saying to you, is that micro, things like fungus does not have sperm. Fungus
I know.
Can be airborne or soil-borne.
I understand that. But
everything.
Does it need for its survival? Look,
yes.
If I put a seed, and I don't put any water in there, of course the seed is not going to grow.
That's right.
Okay, but if I water it, it's that water that gives it the living.
It breaks down
the outside, then the plant comes. So even the soil becomes moist. So to allow for the plant to penetrate, to grow into a tree. That tree, for its survival, it needs water. It needs water. Without water, it will die. You should come here in the heat.
And that's pretty obvious.
In here.
That is pretty obvious.
There was some heat wave.
But it's saying that everything is, as I say, fungus doesn't. Okay. But then also see, it says, what does the Quran say man is made of?
It says man is made of a fluid.
Clay.
A fluid.
Clay.
Yeah, clay. But look.
Clay.
Look, if you go to Surah Al-Hijr, I think it's Al-Hijr 15.
Surah
15, yeah.
Okay, which verse? Okay, the earth was spread out like a current.
No.
Mountains firm and immovable. So, do you believe? So that's a false statement. So, do you believe that mountains are immovable, are firm and immovable?
Okay. Let's not jump to this. I will. Look,
all I'm doing is
Robin,
I've read the
I will answer all your questions.
And these
I will answer all your questions.
False.
I will answer all your questions. However, can we take it one by one? So Surah Al-Hijr
15, which verse?
It's right at the beginning. Hang on. Let me see. Here, I've seen it. Here.
Okay. So behold, thy Lord said to angels, I am about to create man from sounding clay, from mud molded into shape.
How do we mold mud into shape?
So to get clay, you actually need water to moisten clay.
That's it. You see, God has said, and then what happened? That was for the first creation, because look, God in here is speaking to who?
I'm going to cremate. So God is saying, he's saying to the angels. He said, I'm about to create man from sounding clay.
Man in here means Adam, by the way. It means Adam,
Okay, so from sounding clay. Now, clays are silicon-based compounds. There is no silicon in our body. It's the second most common element on earth.
Look. God has taken mud.
So that's a wrong statement.
It's not a wrong statement.
It's not a wrong statement.
statement. It's not a wrong statement. Look.
Because Adam was we're not made from clay.
Look,
we're not made from
I am
silicon.
not.
We're a carbon-based
I am
life
not a
form.
scientist,
Okay,
but I do
am.
understand. I do understand
So why are
Arabic
you arguing
properly.
with me?
No,
Why are
I'm
you
telling
arguing
you
with me?
because because I just proved that your statement regarding fungus is wrong. Fungi needs water for its own survival.
Yeah,
Look.
But
When
what
God,
I'm saying, okay, this statement in the Quran is wrong. He said, I am going to create man from sounding clay, from mud moulded into shape. Okay?
Yes.
So clay.
So the clay.
Is silicon. Silicon is a very common element. It's the second most common
How
element
do you
on
know
Earth.
that all clay has got silicons? All clay?
Every
mud,
clay,
all mud.
Some have aluminium.
Yes.
Okay?
So
There are
have we got
silicon
aluminiums on
no,
our
we don't have
bodies?
aluminium. So aluminium is the third
Have we
most
got
common
gold
element.
or not? Have we got gold in our bodies or not? Have we got iron or not?
Okay, yes, we do have iron.
And gold, and we have got gold. We have got gold.
We don't need gold.
It doesn't matter if we need it.
It's saying that Adam was made from silicon compounds. It's wrong. I'm falsifying the Quran.
It doesn't say.
I have yet to meet an objective Muslim. I have yet to meet an objective Muslim. If you would have an objective commutation,
it doesn't say silicon.
It's using the word clay. All clays are silicon.
No, you just said. Hang on. Robin, you just said. Yeah. You translating it.
Right? You're saying that it's specifically made of silicon. But here it's speaking to a people before even they knew silicon was a thing.
No, but they knew what clay was.
They knew what clay was.
Brother,
they knew what clay was.
Brother, can you?
Okay. They sort of knew what clay was. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you leave him to me, please? Yeah.
Okay. They didn't even know what water was made of back in
Robin. 1400 years ago. 1400 years ago. These are pagan Arabs that believe in multiple gods.
Sure.
That worshipped clay-made statues and that, yeah? A man comes to them and says to them that Adam was created of clay. If he would have told them silicon, because tain...
There is no Arabic word for silicon.
No, but when we say
there is no Arabic word for silicon.
Can I finish what I'm saying?
Okay.
So when he said min sulalatin min tain, it means here.
Okay.
No, min salsalin min hama'in masnoon. For example, this masnoon in here, hama is after it's which is a dark. When hama, it's when the clay, solidifies and becomes dark. That's what is hama. Okay. So okay. Yep. Then after that, masnoon. Masnoon, yeah. Masnoon, masnoon. One of the meanings of masnoon, it means that stinks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stinky
now,
clay.
Stinky clay. Okay. Now, when we die, if we are left unattended for a couple of days, what stink do we? Even when we transpire, that's the bacteria. The bacteria. But what I'm saying, look, in clay, there is bacteria or not? In clay,
you can get some clays that have no bacteria.
Yes,
at all.
but if I go and pick up
clay that's on the surface will probably have bacteria.
But not the deep one.
If you dig down,
you want it free.
Bacteria.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So the clay, according to the Islamic narrative, God sends an angel. He said, go to earth and gather clay. That's hints. Some of us are white, some of us are black, some of us are different because it's from the different type of clay. Even Adam.
From one man.
Yes. I'm telling you.
Adam was made from clays from all over
from Adam was made of clay. Of different nature. Look,
the reason why we have races is all based on basically sunlight, really. And some melanin.
No, it hasn't. Well, look, some people are born in this country throughout generation, and guess what? And they are black, and they remained black. The Israelite, the proper Israelite. Forget about the proper one, the fallacious, and they are black. No, even the Sephardim that were in Spain, and then they went to North Africa. If you see them, they look Arab. If you see the Yemeni one or the Iraqi one, the only white ones, they came from.
Jesus and Muhammad probably had very similar colouring. They probably had
Yes,
olive skin like
yes,
you. They
yeah,
probably had
lighter,
black hair like
yeah,
you.
well-
They didn't have blue eyes like me. He probably
No,
had brown
no,
eyes.
absolutely
Yeah.
no, absolutely
So,
not.
yeah.
You know, we say Jesus because in the, we don't just
But-
have the Quran.
but-
We have the Quran and the Sunnah and the tradition of the Prophet.
Yeah, but the Hadith says that Jesus, that Muhammad said
Reddish,
Jesus, and he
reddish.
was red and white.
No, no,
Red-
no,
red
white,
and white.
white,
Red-
no,
red and
white
white
and a
skin.
reddish. It's like we know that Moses was
how-
black.
So sort of white. But how do you know Moses was black and Jesus was red and white?
Yeah, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. No, I'll tell you why. In the Quran, Allah Jalla wa Ala in Surah Taha, and I think Taha it's 19 or 20. I think it's 20. I think it's 20. He says to Jesus, 20. Get أخرج يدك.
What does it say in English?
نعم.
Hey, look,
Okay.
I respect you.
And likewise,
I
likewise.
respect you because you know you speak Arabic. That's your native tongue. You know?
Barakallahu fik.
Okay, so
Thank
I
you.
respect
May
you for
Allah
that,
guide you,
and
yeah.
I respect you for your knowledge of the Quran.
I'm trying to show you that one of the
Which
miracles.
verse is
20.
20.
Chapter 20.
30.
No, chapter 20.
Chapter 20. What's the verse? وأخرج يدك من جيبك تخرج
What is it in English? In English.
Take your hand from your side. أخرج يدك من جيبك
تخرج بيضاء
من غير سوء آية أخرى لنريك من آياتنا الكبرى. وأخرج يدك وأضمم يدك إلى جناحك تخرج بيضاء من غير سوء آية أخرى. وأضمم, yeah.
Which verse?
It's
21.
21.
Go back. Okay, this one? Taha.
Taha 21. No, 21 here.
Okay,
Here.
Allah
So,
said, seize it and fear not. We shall return it at once to its former condition.
that's about the cane. That's about his walking stick. Now read the one after it.
Okay, now draw your hand close by your side. It shall come forth white and shining without harm
Okay,
or stain or
this is how we conclude. If Jesus was white, I mean, if Moses was white,
okay.
so what's the miracle in
Okay.
him having
So how do you know
a white hand?
How do you know Moses was not your colour, olive skin?
Yeah, no, I tell you,
You
look,
know?
I'm whitish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's find it. Okay.
No.
This man here might
So
be dark,
so
or he might be
so
dark.
so yeah. So if
man here,
oh you
he's
got a
got darker
suntan,
skin.
you got a suntan, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm sort of
me,
red. I'm
me.
red and white.
Imagine if God tells me to take my hand out, and it will be white, people will laugh at me. But they say, "Well, but your hand is whitish, you know."
Yeah.
But if He says, "Take your hand out," and it will be white, a luminous white, then it means that Moses was of a different color to
Your
so,
skin isn't really white, so
Yeah.
white would be that. That would be
yes,
white.
it's, well,
Okay,
no, but
so-
but there is no human who is this white.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
Except
is that,
albinos, some of the albinos they look.
Okay, but sort of God may have got Moses put his hand in and pulled it and it was
No,
white.
he brought it out. It was white. So that's hints why we say that he was of a different color. And remember, the actual.
The only reason why you think Moses was black because it says in the Hadith that Moses was black.
No. It doesn't say he was black. It say Adam, and Adam it means someone who is kind of brownish.
Okay.
Moses was not like like the brother who is behind you over there, for example. Not like that.
Yeah.
But he was.
Ethiopian.
Yeah, he was kind of like he was kind of like brown, dark brown kind of a thing. Yeah. So for him to have a white hand, no, I'm just giving you the Islamic
The
narrative
Islamic understanding.
regarding that.
Okay.
Now look, Ruben. You know what we do. We don't apply science to the Quran. Actually, the Quran is where the science come from. Honestly, go to Surah Al-Mu'minun. Surah Al-Mu'minun is at 24 or 5.
This is what we call confirmation bias. Basically,
23. Go to 23, please.
Okay. Do you understand the concept of confirmation bias? 24,
No.
23. 23 and verse
Go at the beginning. But read it from the beginning.
at the start of the chapter.
Yeah. Well, I think you have got it marked. already.
That one there.
Right.
We're active. Okay, that's
Okay, yeah.
He's highlighted
Yeah.
it as well.
Yeah. والذين هم عن الزكاة بعيدون أزواجهم إلا ما ملكت. And in here, this you have highlighted
Okay.
it.
Therefore, we placed him as a drop of sperm in the place of rest.
You know,
Sperm and
this is
fish.
which is between brackets. It's just kind of like to.
Okay. Then we made the sperm into a clot of congealed blood. Then we made that clot into a lump. Then we made out of that lump bones and clothed the bones with flesh, and we developed.
No.
There are 4 stages of
allow me.
embryology that it speaks there.
Allow me. Salam, Idris.
Okay.
In the Quran, the miracles of the Prophet, peace be upon him.
Sallallahu
In the
alayhi wa sallam.
Quran, where speak of the moon.
Yeah.
Okay,
the Quran.
there's one
هذا
here.
سورة القمر انشق.
Okay.
And it refers to the
قمر.
miracles.
Yeah.
So the embryology in the Quran that it says here,
No,
that
look.
was common knowledge.
Look,
That
where?
was common
At
knowledge
that
back
time,
then.
at that
Yes,
time.
At that time.
That-
they
that-
would
the
have known
clean.
that a sperm, they need to
How
have a
can you?
sperm.
How can you see a sperm? How can you see a sperm?
They sort of knew what basically, when they had
No.
sex.
Hang on.
sperm
They
drop,
saw a
a
liquid.
sperm drop.
No, they saw a liquid.
Okay.
Look,
made a
1400 years ago in the desert, they will know something.
a drop of sperm.
When was the sperm found out? You know, Christianity never had that.
they sort of knew what
Christianity,
was sperm.
they used to believe in something else.
Okay.
Okay. No, I'm talking. No.
It was common knowledge.
Robin.
Life started from a sperm.
1400 years ago,
Okay.
a man in the desert speaks about a drop of, speak about cling.
So does life start from a sperm drop?
No,
Does life
Look.
start from a sperm drop?
no, life, it doesn't start from a sperm drop.
Okay.
The sperm needs the egg.
It does.
It needs
Okay.
to fertilize
And
the egg.
And why is the Quran
Look.
silent about the egg?
No,
Why is the Quran silent
allow
about
me
the
to
egg?
explain. Look, in them verses,
Okay.
what it says, this is the egg.
Drop of
This is
sperm.
the egg. This is the egg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, only one sperm does survive, doesn't it?
Correct.
One sperm. So that sperm comes like this.
Yeah.
Then
Strongest sperm.
the strongest sperm
Well, not
gets
necessarily
there,
the strongest, but
and
yeah,
he's what? He makes
A lot of them go
its
past
way.
go past the egg.
He makes its way inside the egg,
Yes, yes.
fertilizes the egg.
Yes.
Then the egg clings into the womb,
Yes.
the placenta, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
It clings in there. The Quran is giving you a description who was only just not long ago just found by scientists. He is detailing it. He's detailing it, and you must admit that. At least give us that.
Okay, now the four stages of
Go and get me some water from the table, please. Yeah.
The 4 stages of embryology, I'm going to argue, was common knowledge back then. Okay?
1400 years
Yeah,
ago.
1400 years ago. Okay, the first stage was the sperm. The second stage was the clot of blood. Okay, the third stage was the lump, and the fourth stage was basically flesh growing on the bone.
When was it? When was it? When was
Okay.
the embryology? When was the
Okay,
sequence of
because
embryology found?
The reason why they would have known that was because whenever a woman had a miscarriage, okay, when a woman had miscarriages, they would come out with little bits of embryos and fetuses and that sort of thing.
You
therefore
can
there's
only
embryology.
microscopic.
Okay.
It's microscopic.
Listen.
Look, my wife had miscarriage, so I've seen nothing.
Yeah.
It was a miscarriage,
Okay.
but trust me, I saw blood, but I saw nothing.
Also, what they did back then, they would have been killing sheep and goats, and they would have seen semi-formed fetuses in
But
the sheep and the goats and that sort of thing.
How
So
would they know?
They knew there was a clot. They knew that there was.
They don't know. They don't know. We're talking about 40 days. This is all in 40 days.
No,
40 days in there.
Okay, the sperm, as I say, it's
No,
not
no,
about
forget
the
about
egg,
the sperm.
It's about the egg.
The
okay,
cycle,
so
the
that's
cycle.
wrong. Okay, secondly, congealed blood. Now,
The
what is
cycle,
blood? What
the
is blood?
cycle, the cycle.
Congealed
40
blood.
days.
No,
That's a
no,
40-day cycle.
Congealed blood. Do you know what
Congealed,
blood is?
yes,
blood
coagulates.
Is
It's
hemoglobin.
okay.
Blood
When it
is
coagulates.
hemoglobin. Blood is hemoglobin.
But it coagulates or not? Does it
Blood
coagulate?
is hemoglobin. Yes, it does coagulate. Blood
Thank
is
you.
hemoglobin. So blood is amino acids. That's amino acids. Okay.
But
Our bodies are
what
amino
does it
acids,
say in
nucleic
there?
acid,
What does it
there
say
are
in
a whole
there?
lot of other things.
What does it
is
say?
said it is congealed the sperm into a clot of congealed blood. Okay, so that is
Congealed.
wrong.
What?
That is wrong.
Well, how is it wrong?
Because blood is
It's in the
hemoglobin.
womb. It's
Okay,
in the womb.
Blood is part of it. Okay.
Look,
Okay,
look.
congealed blood. So that part is wrong. The next part, is right. The next part,
Robin,
the lump is right. Okay,
Robin,
I'll admit
Robin,
that the lump is
I
right.
do not know how someone that believes that three are one can dispute this. You believe that God is three in one, and you disputing that it's too much for God to coagulate blood inside the womb.
No. What I'm saying is that it is saying that the sperm goes into a clot of congealed blood. Okay.
All right, I understand. I understand.
Okay, so but it is not congealed blood, because basically life, a living fetus,
No. It says that
a
after.
living fetus
That's
may have some
no.
congealed blood in it,
That's
but
after.
it is not.
But that's after. Look,
Okay.
it says the sperm goes into. Look.
Okay,
read.
we made the sperm into a clot of congealed blood.
Yeah, but what?
Hemoglobin.
No. But
Hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is 573 amino acids.
Wait.
Okay, hemoglobin is
Wait,
573 amino
that's what I say to you.
So
Look,
again,
look what I
you're
say
doing-
to you. Look
you-
what I say to you.
Science
I say to you that look, science is not the criteria for the Quran.
I know, because the
Quran is
wrong.
well
The Quran
well
is
and
false
no.
statements. The
Quran
lies.
is well above.
Okay.
Quran. Okay. Okay. Now, look.
I'm
You
really
have
wasting
asked
my
me.
time. I'm really wasting
You
my
have.
time and my breath. And my breath.
Your questions
Okay?
is disproved.
No, well,
I don't know
okay,
how you
that's-
could come up
but-
with that
but-
conclusion.
No,
but-
look,
but
look,
that is
look,
your
look,
confirmation bias.
look.
You're not being sincere,
Robin,
Robin.
I have
Okay, okay.
answered all your
Okay,
questions.
Adam was not made from clay.
Okay.
There's no silicon
Okay,
in it.
okay.
The Quran is also
I
wrong.
have answered all your
know
questions,
Quran is
brother.
Arabic.
من فضلك. Robin, I have answered all your questions,
No,
didn't
you haven't
I?
answered my questions.
Well, maybe you didn't like the answer, but can I ask you now about the Bible? How old is the universe according to the Bible?
I don't.
How old is the universe according to the Bible?
The first 11 chapters of Genesis are mytho-historical. Okay, the way that you look at your Quran is not the way.
No. How old is? Look, you asked very difficult questions, and I have answered them. Now I'm asking you one single question, and you don't want to answer.
I will give you my answer.
Okay.
Okay.
How old is the universe
Okay.
according to the Bible?
No, I will answer the question
According to the Bible.
in a broader sense. There are things in the Bible that are factually incorrect. I admit
Allahu
that.
Akbar.
I admit
Allahu
that,
Akbar.
but you won't admit that
Allahu
there are
Akbar.
things that are
Allahu
factually
Akbar.
incorrect in your Quran.
You know why? You know why? You know, but why do you believe? Why do you believe? If it is from God, how come that it's corrupt?
Okay, I don't say that the Bible was written by 40 authors over 1,500 years.
Unknown. You have to say unknown
Some of them
authors.
are unknown, some are
Unknown
unknown.
authors.
Not all
Unknown
unknown.
authors.
That is your narrative.
Who did
It is
Genesis?
not-
Who wrote Genesis?
We don't know.
Oh, you don't know. Who wrote Deuteronomy?
We don't know.
Leviticus?
Some people
Numbers?
Think, some people think that some people think Moses did. Okay?
No.
I certainly don't-
It's been
I'm
disproved
certainly
by
not gonna say that.
by who? Guess by who? By DDs.
By who? DDs.
By doctors of divinity. DDs, doctors of divinity.
I don't have much time for
Okay,
doctors of divinity.
but I'm
Okay.
telling you,
Okay.
it's been disproved
Yeah.
by them.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
answer
Okay.
me just
Okay.
this one
Okay.
question.
Okay.
This one question. How old is the universe according to this book?
According to this book, it's only 6,000 years old.
Allahu Akbar, which
Okay.
is unscientific.
Yeah.
And even my little son knows it. Barakallahu fi. Even my little son knows it. Robin,
But the Quran also
it's been
says-
a pleasure.
The Quran says
It's
that-
been a pleasure.
The Quran,
It's very difficult.
the Quran says that also that the world was made.
Robin.
the world and the universe was made in 6 days. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the same
6 days.
narrative. It's
But
the same
no,
narrative
hang
in the
on.
book of Genesis.
Hang on.
In the book of Genesis.
Hang on.
How long is a day?
Hang on.
How long is a day?
No, but doesn't it in
How
the
long
Bible
is it
say? I'm gonna tell you. You ask me a question and I'll answer. I have no problem in answering, but I'm finding it difficult with you to answer.
Listen.
In the Bible it says
I
that.
don't accept the book of Genesis
Can
as
I?
literal truth.
You asked me a
Okay?
question. You said how long is a day?
Okay, how long is a day?
A day in our Lord's presence is 1,000 years. From what it's in the Bible too.
Okay.
So
therefore-
if a day is 1,000
God made
years.
the world and universe in 6,000 years.
No, I'm just telling you, because the days in the presence of the Lord is 1,000 years from what we count. Yeah. So that can be 6,000. It can be something. But what we do, Muslims, we don't say that God relaxed on the 7 days, which basically you say, look. The problem is we'll agree to disagree, but good man. Nice discussion. But listen, I invite you to Islam, to the true religion.
But I invite you to Jesus. I invite you to the real Jesus, not Isa.
Trust me. If Jesus was any good, he wouldn't be dying on the cross crying, "Ilay lima shabaqtani."
But he did that for our sins.
Oh, what sins? So the soul the soul that sinned shall die. The soul that sinned shall die. The son cannot bear the iniquity of the father.
That's Old Testament.
You see, you throw the Old Testament under the bus.
I did.
May Allah guide him. This is what happens when people try to put science. Alhamdulillah, the Quran does not depend on science for its approval. Allah Jalla wa Ala is not limited to laws of physics or anything. Allah Jalla wa Ala can create from nothing. Adam was created from nothing into something. So Allah Jalla wa Ala can create from nothing whatever he wants. And it's been our friend Robin couldn't answer his question. And Alhamdulillah, at the end, he said that the Bible has got so many incorrect information. If it was from Allah Jalla wa Ala, would it have been any incorrect? I don't think so. Alhamdulillah, Quran is the word of Allah Jalla wa Ala, and everything that is in the Quran we can defend. Subhanak Allahumma wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Brother, can you switch off these, please?